Hey, we're back.
Hey, everybody.
Dazed and confused. That's us.
First and foremost, not to alarm anyone, but we're sort of under like a tornado warning.
Yes.
So if
not a watch, but a warning.
If this screen goes black,
pray for us.
Chances are you'll probably have to.
And we're not even playing.
Week.
It's apparently our town is now turned into Tornado Alley.
Mount Laurel, New Jersey has become a tornado magnet. There was a whole thing about it at and there it is.
And there it is. Hold on, folks. Here we go. Now there is a flash flood warning. And it is in effect until 11:30. This is a dangerous, life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding under an evacuation order.
We are happy to risk our lives for the benefit of dynamic forces and our viewers.
Luckily, we don't have any Green Hornet up here. Otherwise, John would sacrifice himself to save it from getting wet.
I would throw myself on the cup.
From a tornado or a flash flood or whatever the case may be. Don't worry. If that happens, I will grab the camera, okay? And we will go live. And we will go viral, okay? Comic fanboy saving issue during tornado.
You're not kidding.
There he goes. There's a funnel cloud. Hey, bye, John.
I mean, we're having fun, but I just wanted to let people know, this area, power outages, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If the screen goes black, it's not that we just, we got tired of doing this.
Oh, that's right. The internet would go out. I was going to say, we are working off a laptop, and for once it might work to our advantage, but the internet would go out.
The internet would go out.
And then John will just grab his phone. We'll use it as a hotspot.
I actually catered a wedding with my phone once when the internet went down at the facility. It wasn't a lot of fun, but it worked. First things first.
So what do we got, my friend?
We're going to take care of some business.
Dave Cerrone, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Tornado warning. Everything is 50% off. Everything must sell fast.
We have like a tornado logo up there. Like, woo.
I promise you, if we see the funnel, the funnel out there, things will go 50% off. Or it'll be me and John screaming.
Kyle,
okay?
go to break, Mike. First things first, today is New Comic Book Day. You can follow along at #NCBD on most of the major social media platforms. This week, there are two very cool books coming out from Dynamite. I was told not to mention the fact that I've read these days ago because it irritates the people who don't.
You just mentioned it. You mentioned it on Monday, too.
Oh, did I mention it on Monday?
You mentioned it. It's too late for that. The cat's out of the bag, John.
Out of the bag. First book is Red Sonja #1, Mirka Andolfo. This book has a variety of covers. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You can hit up Dynamite's site. You can ask us on social media. You can tell your local comic book store you want one of each cover. At the retailer level, this is already sold out. So people,
Dave said his LCS was sold out.
Yeah. Red Sonja is on like that sort of rocket trajectory Du Bois was on right before. This is my personal favorite.
Email me, Dave. We'll figure out something for you.
Oh, Dave, did you want one of these? Suddenly, all those comments from the other day that were harsh and biting and scarring, what are these?
Sorry, I got you, Dave, because you didn't insult me, so we're good. You and me, we're bros.
Seriously, does Dave have your email? Email Rex, and we'll try to.
You better have my email. That's the challenge. If he wants it, he's gonna have to find my email.
Other book we have coming out this week is Vengeance of Vampirella 21. There's not much to say here. I mean, if you're a Vampirella fan, you know Tom Stigowski's work. The guy is sort of like the grand master of this, I guess. I don't know if any other creator has written as much Vampirella as he has, especially over the period of time.
Right.
We're going back 20 plus years.
Hey, Ron, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Ron, we've also got multiple covers this week.
We have a very cool remark tonight, by the way, Ron.
I really like this one, this sort of hat and pulpy one.
Here's the one with the connecting covers.
And last cover. We're doing a lot more of these cosplay covers. They're super popular. The cosplayers themselves are really into this stuff. Models, pro wrestlers reaching out about cosplay. So I'm going to assume we're going to see some pretty cool stuff moving forward. Hit up your LCS if you haven't already. I mean, we always ask people to support their local comic book shop. Hit up your LCS for sure. See if they have a copy of Red Sonja number 1, Vengeance of Vampirella 21. You'll be glad that you did. Now, that being said, we got that out of the way. We have a bunch of stuff, varying levels from cool to wow. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. I'm just kind of grabbing stuff here. I know we should probably plan this better, but I grab what attracts my eye. Godzilla number 1. Covered by Arthur
Fellas,
Adams.
we actually have a request of a place to start.
Say again?
We actually have a request of a place to start.
Okay. Let me see. We missed that.
Who had the request? If it's Dave, it's a no.
It's the unknown, so it's not Dave.
Oh, sure. What would he like?
What FFs do we have there? Let's see. Okay. You're talking about the vintage stuff, I guess. So let's start with the vintage.
Fantastic Four 27. This is the first one I grabbed. Submariner in his red trunks. I always loved that. I loved everything except the green trunks. I loved the red trunks. There was a period where he had blue and gold, and then of course he had the very cool blue and gold wingsuit.
Right.
The green trunks just
closer,
almost like it's lazy.
Say that again, Kyle.
Can you get it closer? You're real far away. It's kind of hard to see the cover. You're so far away.
I can't really get any closer.
That's a lot closer right there.
That works? Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
All right. So
That's
Fantastic
the
Four
move.
number 27, presumed grade of 3.0, and we have that one tonight for $120. So let's go to. So we have that one unknown.
I didn't realize how far away until Kyle said that's much closer. And I'm like, all right, thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. This is one of my favorite covers. On the boardwalk, somebody, and I'm sure it was totally pirated, used to have T-shirts in this years ago. It's totally pirated, but this was one of, like, I think they just grabbed Silver Age covers and pirated them. This is one of my favorite Fantastic Four covers.
So FF number 29, a presumed grade of 4.0, and we have this one for $120. And so what did Ron say here? I made purchases last night on Dueling Dealers, and my wife is not happy. I'm not sure if it means anything, but she purchased a stun gun today. Well, Ron, I look at it this way. She didn't
Why is Ron buying books on other shows? Disconnect them.
Well, Ron, I think the upside is this. She didn't buy an actual real gun. She just bought a stun gun. So I think that means second chance. What do you think?
She's lucky. He's lucky she didn't buy a gift certificate to a divorce lawyer's firm out in his neighborhood.
It's cheaper to shoot him and bury him, right? So, all right, what do you got there?
This is Fantastic Four 30. Diablo on the cover.
First appearance of Diablo, yes. As a matter of fact. So, Fantastic Four number 30, presumed grade of 4.5, and we have that one for 100 tonight.
I'm assuming with all of these we have one.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's just assume one. With the vintage stuff, it's always one.
I figured that. But
the odds of finding two of the same grade would be pretty.
Man. I mean, it's just kind of cool. It's like, like almost like living history. This is Fantastic Four 32.
Unknown. Well, you kind of know how it works here. We don't really do the kind of bargaining on air that you see on other shows. I mean, you're a really great customer, you know. So you want to do 100 on FF number 29. That's above my pay grade, buddy. So only Nick can make that call there. But if he roams in here, I will definitely ask the question. But you know how it generally works. So, but what do you got there? 31?
30.
30?
32.
30. Wait, did you go 31 already?
No, I'm just kind of grabbing them in order.
Doing stuff out of order? All right, so you got 32, Fantastic Four number 32, presumed grade of 4, Death of Franklin Storm. And we have that one tonight for $48.
John, I think you need to take advantage of Arm Day because you're holding it out there and it's just slowly getting lower and lower and lower. Maybe you need to go with Amy to the gym.
Jim? I don't even know a guy named Jim. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you do. You know Jim Cole.
Oh, sorry, bud. This is...
Did you finally get to 31?
Yeah.
Okay. So FF number 31, presumed grade of 4.0, first appearance of Franklin Storm. And we have that one tonight for 50. So there we are. Ryan, out of order. Oh, come on. I know, right, Ryan? I can't believe you did it out of order like that. But we'll do a recap on it. If
yeah, we'll pop.
The unknown wants to claim 32.
Unknown claims number 32. All right, that's yours, buddy.
For those of you out there in the comments, that's a really good price on the 31. I'm seeing them sell in that condition for almost double that in the last week or so. So something to be thinking about.
Yep. I agree with you.
That's kind of one of the reasons, and this is for everybody. It's one of the reasons why we don't sort of do this. Let's make a deal on the air.
Unknown's claiming 31.
This stuff is already about as low priced as it's going to be. We sold
31 and 32. So flip them around if you would, please.
This is 32, and is that?
Yeah. Can't see.
Mole man.
Went the wrong range. Cool. So
we're all.
But we'll do a recap.
Yeah, we'll do a recap. Especially we have people that blow in later, whatever.
So, what did you pick up? Oh, Godzilla.
Godzilla. And yeah, and if you want us to get to anything, put it in the comments. I just kind of go by, like I said, what attracts me. Godzilla, Arthur Adams cover, Dwayne Straczynski.
Yeah, So Ron, we saw it. So Nick rolled up and just read what you wrote, and he's having a good laugh as well. And did you hear what I said? I said it's a good thing she didn't buy a real gun. That means he has a second chance. She'll stun him, he'll lose consciousness for a little bit, and then he'll be back.
But Ronald, if I see you in Dueling Dealers tonight, I'll think you killed your wife. I'm just telling you that.
Actually, I'll be honest with you, Ron. It might have been Nick that sent her the stun gun.
Next week's Dateline, the comic dealer and the missing wife.
But I said, when I sent it to her, I said, start at 9 o'clock.
No, we're going to be on the news. I don't want any part of that.
Oh, come on. All right, so what do we got? Godzilla.
Number 1, Arthur Adams cover, signed by Dwayne Straczynski, the writer.
We have it. Suggested retail is $69.99. Tonight we have it for $19.54, the year that Godzilla first appeared. Or the year of the first Godzilla film, rather. And this one is number 2 of 10, so they're only limited to 10. So
just a great cover.
For $19.54.
I mean, not that Arthur Adams needs any more acclaim than he already gets, but this in particular, I don't know if I said Arthur Adams Godzilla is the first character that would come to mind for him to draw, but this is just, this just shows exactly a good artist makes anything look good.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like to me, I always associate certain artists with certain characters, right?
So like, Sheldon, join us. Hey, Sheldon. FF27 is such an underrated book. Kirby, Doctor Strange, coming. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Absolutely. So, all right. So what are we moving to next here?
We got a lot of Spider-Man tonight. So
we
let's
did.
Kind of jump into this
we're heavy Spider-Man today.
We're heavy on Spider-Man. I don't know if someone just decided, hey, look, there's not enough Spider-Man. We need to go with that, or
there's never enough Spider-Man.
There is never enough Spider-Man.
All right. So what'd you pick up?
I picked up, this is Amazing Spider-Man 545.
Ooh, this is a nice one.
This is the finale of One More Day, Part 4. This is signed by Randy Emberlin and remarked with a very cool Spidey head sketch.
See the Spidey head sketch? There it is. You see it?
Yeah, it's in the lower corner.
Yep. So this one we have one of, remark. So suggested retail of $89.99. Tonight we have it for $62 for 1962, and obviously with the Spider-Man trailer and stuff, it's hot right now.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of why we.
Well, yeah, I don't even know if Spider-Man. It's like Spider-Man doesn't need a push, but when the movies are coming out and stuff like that, you know, I mean, that's sort of the time to really. And what is this?
Oh, this is a big one.
Oh, this is the big one. You know what? We're going to go with this because
Which one is that?
the artist that I
Wait a
do
minute.
associate the
Hold
most.
on, I think that's for. Is that the multi-pack? Let me see.
Yes.
That actually is for Monday's show.
Oh, is it?
It is. It is. We
Okay.
should have had the 544 variant by itself. What happened to that? There. No.
This.
Uh,
Yep, here it is. 544 variant.
544 variant. One More Day, Part 1 of 4. Does it have a Spidey head sketch? No, that's not.
No, this one's signed by Joe Quesada. Written by Joe Straczynski.
That's weird. All right, so let's see.
Just a very cool, I guess, Mephisto variant, we'll call it.
I kind of feel like we're missing something here. I don't know why. Let's see.
So this is the Amazing Spider-Man 545 variant edition. One More Day, 4 of 4, signed by Joe Quesada.
Correct.
MSRP $119.62. Tonight only $100 on your sheet.
Yes,
correct?
that is
immediately
correct.
below the one we just did.
That is correct. So Amazing Spider-Man, just like Kyle said, number 545, variant edition, One More Day, Part 4 of 4, signed by Joe Quesada. Suggested retail of $119.62. So tonight we have that for $100. And we have number 39 of 65 and number 38 of 65.
Okay.
So what do you got next, Mike?
Grabbing a slab book because
How about,
these are
hold
just.
on, John, can we do 546 next? There's we should have a 546.
This one. Here we go. Let's do 546 next.
Sure.
It's a nice one.
Just because, like, I want people to see that we've got a couple options for 545 and 546. So if you're looking to put the run together,
Yes, that is a good point. So Amazing Spider-Man number 546, brand new day, and it is signed by John Romita Sr. And we have 2, and these were limited to 3. And we have number 2 of 3 and number 3 of 3 for $499.99. So again, I mean, John Romita Sr. signatures are, I mean, they weren't easy to get to begin with, but now they're getting increasingly.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've, you know, it's been said that he's not doing a lot of cons. He's not doing as much signing. At his age, he's just enjoying life as, you know, a Mount Rushmore level creator for Marvel. I don't, you know what I mean? I think that it's not going to get any easier to get his signature. So let's put it that way.
I would agree.
If his signature is something you want, you know, sooner rather than later.
Always sooner rather than later. So that we have tonight, again, for $499.99. And we have number 2 of 3 and number 3 of 3 available. So should we keep going with our Spider-Man shtick, or should we go somewhere else?
You know, no, we can keep doing Spider-Man, I guess, if
All
this
right.
is sort of where we're...
Renew Your Vows, number 8. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one, the one
This
signed
is-
by Jerry Conway?
No, this is the one signed by Scott Hanna and remarked with a Ken Asher
Ooh.
Spidey
All
sketch.
right, hold on.
This one's really nice, man. 15 copies limited to. This is number 6. This is sweet.
yeah, I don't have that one in the notes.
Yeah, I don't either.
Did you want to break up the dead air by telling people
Yeah,
how much this is?
actually, this one, I think this one wasn't supposed to make it, unfortunately. There we go. So we are all over the place tonight.
And at this point, I'm just hoping the tornado comes.
Yeah, I know, right?
I
Wipe
don't
us
see
out.
how we recover from that.
So there we go.
Sorry,
We're not
Yeah.
in New Jersey anymore, Toto.
Yeah, no doubt, right? So, all right. So keep moving.
I don't know if I want to pick up anything else because
Why don't you tell me what you're picking up before you pick it up?
Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 8. This one is signed by Jerry Conway. It's Silver Signature Series.
That's the one I was looking for.
Can we
Yes, you can do that one.
I'm gonna have a talk with Nick after the show.
Yes.
Sir, do you want to sell these or not sell these?
All right. So Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 8, Silver Signature Series, signed by Jerry Conway. We have one for $69.99, number 5 of 30. So there were only 30 ever signed. So this is our 5-star number 5 for $50 tonight.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So we got that for $50.
That's
So-
really nice. That's a great cover too.
I know. I'm looking forward to the movie.
I think at this point, and if you see Tom Hardy, he's on the news constantly. He wants there to be a Venom and Spider-Man movie, like in the worst way. And I can't say he's wrong. You know, I didn't necessarily buy into Tom Hardy as Venom to begin with, but clearly,
Yeah, I
he's
didn't.
into
I
it.
didn't see that one coming either.
Yeah, that wasn't my idea of Eddie Brock, but okay. Clearly, people liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was a good
Movie
movie.
did well. He's very much into doing it. So, speaking of Venom,
What do we get?
I grabbed the
We have a
slab.
claim. Renew Your Vows 8, claimed by the unknown.
All right, unknown. Renew Your Vows 8. Let me see. Which one is that? Where'd you put that one again? Well, that can't be good. I hear
There we
something's
go.
going on.
There's a tornado warning.
All right, tornado warning until 6:45. Oh, there we go.
There we go. We'll do what we can to shut those off, everybody.
Take shelter now.
It's
And
the
we
whole
are
country
sitting in the
dealing with
building.
this stuff tonight, guys.
And we are sitting in a building with nothing but a glass front. Let's see. And FF27. So Unknown's taking FF27.
If I hear that train noise, I'm just going to the back with the ball.
That's what they say, right? So
All the
it's not like a
time
train.
in the world.
All right. Let's see. Planet of
King of
Symbiotes.
Black, Planet of the Symbiotes, number 1, CGC graded 9.8. Just a really,
Let me
really
turn
cool.
20, where's 27? Let's turn 27 around. Okay. There it is. All right. So that has been claimed. Turn that bad boy around. Okay. So now we are on King in Black. Planet of Symbiotes number 1, CGC graded, guaranteed 9.8, and it's suggested retail of $89.99. Tonight we have the 5-star book at $50, and we have the 1.
That's a nice pickup for a slab book at that.
And knowing you're definitely guaranteed a 9.8.
Well, not only that, but we've talked about this before. The process of getting
Yep.
these things graded and slab, it's arduous. It's a process. It's costly. It's a time vampire, and even now it's even more of a time vampire. I mean, not to kick CGC, but you know, like a lot of other people, they're under the gun. I mean, you know, a company like Pro Wrestling Tees, one of the biggest t-shirt companies in the country, they're telling people it's almost like a month from when you order on an app to when it comes to your house. That's a lot. Usually it was 5 to 7 days.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? So now you're talking, you know, between staffing issues and other issues, you know, it's easier to just grab a slab from a show like this rather than, you know, I've got going through the whole thing. I got to pack it. I got to send it in. Wait, hopefully I get the grade I want. Let's be honest, and I'm certainly not bagging on CGC in any way, but I would say most of the people I've talked to that have gotten their book slab.
So the unknown is claiming Symbiote number 1. All right, I got you, buddy. All right, so turn that one around. You're like the inverse Vanna White.
I know, right? Most of the people I know who get their books graded are not as happy as they thought they would be.
Right.
I would say they're not disappointed, but everybody wants a better grade than it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if you follow any of the larger scale collectors on social media, they'll get a book back in the 7s. They thought it was in the 8s, and you know what I mean? It's just, That's how it is. This is a great way for you if you want a book that's 9.8, 9.6, whatever we have up here. Basically this is already done.
Yeah, guaranteed. So you're not waiting, you're not guessing.
Kyle throws up a link. You click it, fill out the paperwork, the form, submission form.
Did you hear the train?
I did hear the train. I absolutely did hear the train.
So yeah, so
for the ones that sold so far, so
so
you can keep track.
So if anybody hears us suddenly screaming, that means the tornado is blown through.
Yeah.
And Kyle will have to fill the dead air with something else.
Yeah, Kyle, you got something to talk about for an hour and a half?
Kyle will just end the broadcast and go have dinner.
We're going to black.
Tonight was bacon for dinner here at the Kyle house, so I can smell it, but I can't taste it because I'm here with you guys. I'm praying for a tornado just so I can go eat the bacon.
Let's see.
All right. So
Continuing. Have we touched on all the Spider-Man?
I'm
going to save the Spider-Man slab for the second hour. But we do have Edge of Venomverse. Oh, boy.
Put that one on number 8.
Oh, boy. This might be the best thing I have tonight. This is Edge of Venomverse number 1. Silver Signature Series, signed by John Romita Sr. and remarked by Ken Hazer with a silver ink remark.
Edge of Venomverse. Hold on.
This bad boy has pretty much everything.
Thank you.
Hold on. Where is it? Where is it?
It has everything except an appearance in our show notes.
Where are these coming from?
Where are they coming from? They're coming from the spinner rack.
This is not on our list. I'm not sure what happened there, folks. It's not just the weather that's all messed up.
Why don't we do this? Somebody quick print John off a copy of the list.
Okay,
John has a copy.
real quick. This is a $750 book, but because it is signed by John Romita Sr. and it is limited to 15, but we're going to do it for 500 because we didn't have it on the list.
Tornado sale?
Yeah, tornado
sale.
It's Jericho. It wasn't on the list.
Yeah, I mean, not really. We do a lot of.
Whoa! All the FFs are sold out?
No, not all.
No, I think we have one left.
Which one hasn't sold?
29 and 30.
Oh, we have 29. Oh, okay. Here we are.
Yeah, 29
and 30. The others
have sold out.
Give me the other 3 that sold. Give them to me. By the way,
Why are
whoever
we giving
bought
them
them,
to you?
congratulations. No, just give me the 3 that sold. This way you guys got more space to show everything.
That works.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely works.
By the way, whoever bought the
More space for
27,
John to
congratulations.
show
I
things
love
around.
this
Unknown.
issue. Unknown, I love this issue. Good case.
So, Unknown
Sir,
wants
you
to
might be more
know,
than that,
how does the
just
weather
saying.
look out there?
Good luck.
It doesn't look good, Unknown. Actually, it is raining cats and dogs, which is okay, but that is 3 tornado warnings we've gotten in the last hour.
Yeah.
I got 4.
Are you sure?
No,
No,
I just kept hearing so many phones
he's
go
just
off.
hearing the phone go off, the laptop go off. What is that?
So the weather doesn't look good. If we get hit with a tornado, will our comics at least be safe? God, Ryan, I hope so.
Who wants to know their comics?
Ryan wants to know. God, I really hope so. John has already volunteered to throw himself over the comics.
Only the Green Hornet comics. I don't care about Spider-Man.
Well, then we had a problem because I didn't put any Green Hornet on tonight.
No, I'm just going to go straight to the back in the vault and hide until I hear the all clear.
Oh, my God.
Meanwhile, I'll be rereading the Mark Waid run of Green Hornet.
Oh,
The Bully's
man.
Pulpit is an amazing story.
So, what? Oh, do we have to go to break, Kyle?
Is it?
I think we do.
Oh, yeah. It's 6.
And we will give terms. Always remember, $500 book will give.
So, all right. So, Nick just
Let's,
informed me.
let's go 5 minutes, and then we'll take our next break.
All right, sounds good. So, Nick just
Can we show
informed
a
me. Say that
remark or
again, Nick.
something?
On the more expensive books, we will do 50% down, 50% in 30 days.
All right, so anything that is priced $500 or more, Nick says he's willing to do payment terms of 50% down and 50% 30 days. So to help kind of defer
Yeah,
the
kind of
cost.
help a little bit. I mean, sometimes that makes a difference between.
It does. It does. So so I mean, especially for like Romita Senior signed stuff.
So how so we're doing what, like another 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another book.
Let's do it. What do you got there? Man, I hope it's on the list.
Batwoman number 1.
Batwoman.
This is a silver signature series. Man, we've got a few of these tonight that are great.
I think they only did 5 of them too.
Not only is this signed by the co-writer James Tynion IV, it's remarked with by Ken Hazer, signed by Ken Hazer in gold metallic ink, along with a gold sketch.
So signed by James Tynion IV and remarked by Ken Hazer. And did he sign it too?
He did.
He did. And suggested retail of $119.52. And there were only 5 ever signed and remarked. We have number 3 of 5, and for tonight we have it for $80.
For the 80th anniversary that we just sort of...
Sure, let's go with that.
Well, not that one.
I like that
anniversary,
one.
But...
And Ryan says comics, and then the greater sign, John. So Ryan votes that if...
Mom, are you on there?
And she's using the moniker Ryan. So John, Ryan believes that if the ceiling caves in, your job is to protect the comics. I will run outdoors and find a safe place.
Sure.
Somewhere in the interior of the building. So, oh man, the rain's really coming now, folks. It's raining. So, all right. So, what do we got now? Should we do another one?
Let's do one of the remarks in the front row.
I think we do too. What do you got?
This is a book that I have and absolutely love. This is Miss Fury number 4. It's the Billy Tan Blood Red Ultra Limited cover. I think they only did 75 of these.
So Miss Fury number 4, high-end Billy Tan Blood Red Ultra Limited cover. Suggested retail of $50, and we have a perfect 10 read at $50.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to hit this one for the break. This is what, the 5-star read for $50?
Mm-hmm.
This is nice. There's not a lot of these out there. Essentially, a lot of times the dealers, the retailers who got them kept them. And I don't see a lot of people having these up on the sales block at $75. This is one of these things that I actually do know a lot about. A lot of these kind of single-colored variants, black and white variants from Dynamite.
Well, Dynamite's fan base is growing too. I mean,
well, its fan base is growing.
This week's releases,
and I hate to say it, but I think a lot of people, of the people who are reading Dynamite, some of the people who've been around for a while, like me, hold on to that stuff. They're not interested in swaps or trades. I was speaking to someone a couple of years ago in San Diego who has been reading Dynamite about as long as I have.
Right.
And he had some really cool blood red variants, black and white variants. And he's like, I have zero interest in getting rid of those, unless they're going to foreclose on my house or repossess my car. There's not a lot of them out there. And I saw this book, I think in Philadelphia at Wizard World, for significantly more than $50.
Wow.
Almost double that, I think. I think, if I remember correctly, the dealer was asking $90. And I remember thinking, so...
Not a bad deal there.
Yeah, $50 is not a bad deal for that at all.
So, just as a thing before we go to break, guys, you can see it there in front of Rex, and you'll see them in our commercials. We're doing a new thing to make life easier for you watching. If you make a purchase tonight, get out your phone, point it at the little box in front of Rex, and scan that, and it will let you register your claims for tonight by filling out the form we normally have in the comments. It'll be in the comments too, but it'll make life easier if you scan the form, if you scan the little QR code there.
So there you have it, QR code. Should we go to break, Kyle?
I mean, we can. We probably should. But if you guys aren't there when we come back, we'll just assume the tornado got you and that you're officially in Oz.
Or we ran like little girls screaming.
You know what we should do? We should put a glass of water in front of the camera so they think the flood warning was legit. Maybe we'll be back. Maybe we won't.
Yeah, maybe they'll be in Oz. We'll be right back.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Are we back?
Hey, we're back. That was short. And we are still here. We have not blown away.
John got caught by the tornado, though, it looked like for a second there.
Well, he opened the door.
I did.
I don't even know. I'm not even sure why he did
That
that.
was like that storm chase survival. Let's see what it's like out there.
It's like, he thinks he's...
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking at you like, why are you opening the door? And he goes, oh, look, it looks really dark over there. No kidding.
John's like that guy
are you-
in New Orleans during the hurricane who's like folded over in half trying to report on the wind speeds as he tries
I saw
to
that.
fly
I
away.
saw that. Yeah, and Al Roker got testy when people challenged whether he was too old to go out into the storm.
You know what? I've met Al Roker a couple times. Al's a cool dude. At this point in his career, Al should maybe stay in the studio. I got to tell you,
Al
as a
earned
young
the
man,
right
that's
to
one
not
thing.
have to go out in that.
Say that again, Kyle?
Al has earned the right to not have to go out in that.
He likes it, I think.
I don't know
I know. I
about
think he does it
national
because he
news, but
likes it.
local news, it's always the new person that has to go stay
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
snow, right?
Oh,
Like in our area, Jim Gardner has got himself, he's like the Ron Burgundy dude, right?
Yeah, he's
got
in the
like
studio with his
he's got
tie on.
like a scotch and like a Marlboro going.
He's not going out there.
What's it like out there? And then Timmy the intern is up to the eyes in snow.
Pushed sideways like
Pushed
this.
sideways. They got him in a bright red coat so they can find him the next morning. No. Let's see.
What do you want to do?
You know what? I've been kind of eyeing this.
What are you eyeing?
Dark Knight is just one of those things that, it's like a seminal book. When Frank Miller did Dark Knight, it sort of changed the landscape significantly. There aren't a ton of times that's happened since the Marvel age of we'll say the Silver Age of the 60s.
Right.
This is Dark Knight 3, the Master Race number 1. This is very cool. This is a Dynamic Forces J. Lee variant. Gold Signature Series. Not only is it signed by Jay, it is signed and remarked in gold by Ken Hazer.
So
If this thing is $500, somebody should buy it and not complain about the price.
Dark Knight
That's how
3,
cool this is.
the Master Race number 1, DF Dynamic Forces exclusive J. Lee variant, Elite Gold Signature Series signed by Jay Lee, and as you said, remarked by our favorite, one of our favorite artists, Ken Hazer,
yeah.
with a gold Batman head scan. So suggested retail of $119.39, and tonight we've got it for $80 for the 80th anniversary. That just
This might be.
and we have only 10 were ever signed and remarked, and we have number 3 of 10.
Yeah, this is one of these deals where I hate to say it. This might be like our best value of the night.
Yeah.
This for $80 is. I know people wait for those the 5-star $50 reads or the $10 books or whatever. For $80, that's 2 signatures in gold, DF variant. That's probably the one you want to get.
So what do you want to go to next?
You know what? Let's see. We've done Spider. You know what? We're on a Batman kick, and we're on a Ken Hazer kick, and we're on a bit of a ring mark kit. There's a lot of ring marks tonight. And of
We do
course,
have a lot.
anybody who's watched the show, anybody who follows me on social media knows I love ring marks. I love them to death. So we're going to bust out the Batman, Superman. These are signed by Jay Lee and remarked by Ken Hazer. They are just...
So Batman, Superman.
3 different versions of
Yes,
this
we
that
do.
are really cool.
So Batman, Superman #1, signed by Jay Lee and remarked by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $119.39, and again, $80 per. And we have 1 Batman, 1 Superman, and 1 Batman Superman. It says.
That was
Oh
the
yes, that was the
Superman.
Batman Superman one. Yep.
This is the much hyped, overexposed Batman.
What do you mean by that, John?
Oh my goodness, please. I can't. Oh,
So Ryan just.
did it
saw-
get freakishly quiet and now I hear a train in the background?
That's always the beginning of.
That's
the end,
always the
isn't it?
beginning, yeah.
So Ryan says he saw one sell for over 130 a few days ago, and it was not remarked. There you go.
Yeah. This
Thank
is
you,
what-
Ryan, for sharing that.
No,
with
I
us.
appreciate that. I've had people at me on Instagram and tell me the same thing that, oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I mean, you're sort of getting the stuff from the source, so you're getting it at a better price.
Right.
I don't,
Right.
I don't want to put too fine a head on it. We always like people to collect what they like, sort of thing. You know what I mean? But if we are going to talk about, you are spending money, you are spending less getting it here.
Exactly. So we have 3 available: Batman, Superman combo remark, the Batman remark, and then the Superman remark. And let's go over that.
I got to tell you, I love Ken St- One of my favorite people I always like to see drawn as Superman, and maybe it's just the chin, but that is like Bruce Campbell, last son of Krypton, man. I absolutely love this. I can't wait to kind of,
He looks kind of pissed off, doesn't he?
if you were Superman, you'd be pissed off too.
I don't think so.
How many times has he saved people and we're terrible? We've ruined this planet.
Wow. I didn't realize, man, I struck a nerve with John,
Oh
huh?
my goodness. There's a great Superman Elseworlds where he just gets tired of saving people and he leaves and he returns to Earth like 10,000 years later. It's a wasteland. And I'm like, of course it's a wasteland.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's
Uh-oh,
this one?
folks. Hold on. Why is mine always, like, alert last?
Oh, this is an extreme alert, though.
But why is mine always alert last? It's like,
Take
people don't
shelter.
like...
You need a better phone.
I have an iPhone. Excuse me
shit.
very much.
Take shelter in a basement?
I
Where-
need
There we
a
go.
phone, too.
Wow, this keeps going on and on. All right, take shelter now in a basement or interior room or in the lowest
I'm
floor
sure
of
we'll
a
be
sturdy
fine
building.
here.
Tornado warning. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm sure this one level, completely glass front will be perfectly safe if a tornado touches down. I mean, I couldn't think of anything.
What are you complaining
safer.
about? You're behind me when the wind blast comes in. You'll easily make it to safety with your coffee.
With my coffee. Thank you for bringing up my coffee.
John, I love your Bruce Campbell's Last Son of Krypton line. Have you ever read Bruce Campbell's books or seen his books? Like
Oh
his
yeah, I got him
biography?
to sign in one of my books a couple of years ago at Comic-Con. It was great.
Hail to the chin, and if chins
Yeah.
can kill.
Ryan wants us to send you back outside to check on the tornado.
Fair enough.
Dave says to take shelter in the dynamite vault. The problem is there's no way to open it from the inside. One of us will have to sacrifice themselves and stay outside of the vault. John?
No, you know what? I'll take a book that I don't particularly like of an overhyped, overexposed character, jam it in the door, and then
Why do I feel like you're referring to Batman?
that man.
How
No,
much is the FF29?
would you not know that?
A
Sir?
bajillion dollars.
You're telling-
FF29 is $120, but for John, it's a bajillion dollars.
Tell Unknown he can have it for 100.
All right, Unknown. Nick says that you can have it for 100. Okay, but if you're John, it's a bajillion dollars. So let us know, Unknown, if you want 29 for $100.
No, my interest. I have almost no interest in the comics anymore. I'm at the point now where I'm going to go into Nick's office with a pry bar and start taking like the cool Alex Ross stuff off the wall. That's what I'm interested in now.
You don't need a pry bar. Just take the frame off. Why you need a pry bar? Don't break the drywall, man. I mean, we got enough construction going on, and you're busting up sheetrock and like it's like somebody breaks the glass. Hey, door's unlocked, dude. Come on.
Days later, Nick surveyed the damage. He couldn't believe how the Matt Wagner Green Hornet didn't survive the wind shear.
And the nail is still in the wall.
The nail is still in the wall. Alrighty, we are Despicable Deadpool. It seems like we're sort of on the edge of the end anyway, so we might as well do Deadpool.
Sure, let's do it.
This is Despicable Deadpool 287, Blood Red Signature Series, signed by Fabian Nicieza, the brother of the man who went running out of here rather than be on the show. And this is
he braved a tornado to avoid the show.
That's how much he doesn't want to be on the show. He took his chances with the tornado. Ken Heiser remark signed by Fabian Nicieza. I mean, we're really kind of bringing all the the fastball stuff tonight. Multiple signatures, remarks.
You betcha. So Despicable Deadpool number 287, Blood Red Signature Series, signed by Fabian Nicieza and remarked by Ken Heiser. Did he sign it too, Ken Heiser?
He did. Ken always signs his remarks.
I'm just making sure. So suggested retail of $119.91, and tonight we have it for $83 for Deadpool's first appearance.
Okay.
But you know what? I think I may have texted Kyle $80. I'm not sure anymore.
No, sounds like somebody's saving money.
No, you texted me 83.
Yeah, 1983.
Deadpool wasn't 1983.
No, Deadpool's like 1990, 91.
93.
88?
88? All right. Well, I said $83, so it's too late, guys.
That's 500 pennies.
Now we can do math. All of a sudden, he can do math now. He never do math before, but now he's doing math.
When you contact HR that your check isn't right, you should remember this show. Hey, what are these deductions?
Hey, listen, it's not like anybody can go back and watch this show to see what I said.
Are these not archived?
Yes, they can actually.
That's right. Wait a minute.
That's the whole chat function. Come on, Nick.
So another Deadpool.
We got another Deadpool. We're doing
Works
the other
for money. This one is signed and remarked by Adam Cleveland.
All right.
Just really, really.
So, suggested retail. So Deadpool merch for money. Number one, signed and remarked by Adam Cleveland. Suggested retail of $89.99. Tonight we have this at $50.
Wow, that's sweet.
Man, that's a full coat, man. That is
but we've talked about this a lot. Collectors. What are you going to collect? What's your budget? What's your What's your price point?
Right.
When we start offering remarks at like $50, I think we had one at $20 on Monday. That's about as good as you're going to get. You know what I mean? I don't want people to think, oh, maybe if I wait another month, it'll be less. No, it will not be less than that. Let people know right now.
You want to do a recap? Let's do a recap.
You want to do a recap? Sure, we can do a recap.
All right, so let us hold on. Mark this off. Did that already. All right, so on a recap, let's see. Amazing Spider-Man number 545. This is the one signed by Randy Evelyn and remarked with a Spidey head sketch. So we have that tonight for $62. And yeah, we talked about watching a trailer and waiting for the movie and stuff. That's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that one. I think that one's gonna be good. So, and Ryan says he can do math but doesn't know how the internet works. Exactly right, Ryan. All right. So next we have Amazing Spider-Man number 545. One More Day, Part 4, signed by Joe Quesada. Now that's a big name signature right there.
It's a big name signature. Plus the variant is very cool. I mean, some of these books, Marvel really sort of, it's like the buckshot version. There's variants for everything.
Right.
This variant is particularly cool and relevant to this story.
So
I mean, it's really just a solitary Mephisto.
Suggested retail of $119.62. And tonight we have it for $100. And we have two. Only 65 were ever signed. Number 39 of 65 and number 38 of 65. So, all right. So what we got next? Amazing Spider-Man number 546. The one signed by John Romita.
Oh boy, I don't even know if I should be touching this.
So we have number 2 of 3 and number 3 of 3. And this one tonight is $499.99. So let's see. Now we get to the vintage stuff.
We don't have a lot left, do we?
No. Number 29, we're waiting to see if the unknown is going to take that one. Presumed grade of 4.0.
The unknown's price is $100 for this?
The unknown's price is $100, but we haven't heard from him yet. And since Nick, made it $100, then, it's got to be $100 to anybody that gets up.
Okay.
Why did we just have the cantina music?
I was just going to say.
Is that my computer? I
don't know whose computers had this, but we don't have any Star Wars books up here, so that's not a great.
And it's sold.
And the unknown is taking it. So, all right. So that one is sold. Number 29 is not available.
And it's at 100.
And it's at 100. So go ahead and hand that to Nick. And then, all right.
People that don't see Nick, they think I just did telekinesis to get that.
It's amazing, isn't it? The way you levitated that book right across the room. Sorry, what we have left is, only thing we have left is Fantastic Four number 30. Presumed grade of 4.5, and we have that tonight at 100. First appearance of Diablo. So if anybody's interested in that one.
Diablo was an alchemist. Remember that? He used... Sort of did the science and sorcery thing. Very cool character.
All right, so where do we leave off? Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, number 8. Silver signature by Jerry Conway. So we have that tonight for $50, and we have the one. We have and only 30 were ever done, and we have one, and that is number 5 of 30. So we have that available tonight. And let's see, Batman Superman number 1, signed by Jay Lee and remarked by Ken Hazer.
I'm just going to throw all three. Go through all three of these because we have.
Go for it, my man. So, Superman,
Batman,
and a Superman Batman.
And a Superman Batman. Well, you guys have seen this. This dates all the way back to, I think, in the Silver Age. They had like the character, he was like the composite super Batman or something.
I remember that.
This is an idea they've done forever. But this in particular, this is sort of a great, you know what? When Ken has Superman sort of doing a Batman grimace here, and I can't imagine what ticks Superman off that much that he makes the Batman face.
You just explained it. So
disappointment in humanity for sure, but
so we have that tonight for $80, suggested retail of $119.39, but they are $80 per. So Batwoman number 1, silver signature.
This is nice.
So signed by James Tinian IV and remarked by Ken Hazer and signed by Ken Hazer with a golden Batwoman head sketch.
That's really nice.
Suggested retail of $119.52. And tonight we have for $8. And Ryan says his remarks alone are worth $50. That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean
it's not more.
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot where remarks are a little bit original art, they're a little bit commissioned, they're a little bit collectible, they're a little bit a signed book. They're the best of all worlds, and generally speaking, on our show, you can get them at a much better price than you can at a show or a con or just some website if you just randomly pick it.
Right.
Most of the retailers on this channel will have their own various versions of steals and deals or whatever. A great way to do that is follow, friend, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell.
Yes.
And somewhere along the route, you will find what you're looking for from someone.
Right. No, I agree with you there.
Because we've got a lot of shows and a lot of books are sort of, Miss Jen in particular. You watch her show, she's got a lot of cool, funky stuff that comes out of the box.
Yes,
As
yes.
she does the whole,
Yeah, no, I like her show as well.
See, my idea was shot down. She had What's in the Box.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do a show called What's in Nick's Office, but that didn't make it past the pitch phase.
I actually just sent Nick a pitch for a new show for you two.
Is
Or
it
a
What's in the
rebrand
Office?
of one of our shows. Huh?
Is it What's in Nick's Office?
No, it's Let's Go to the Bar. And it's just you guys at the bar.
I love it.
I already
don't talk
like
comics.
this, man.
I love it. You just that the way that started. Let's go to the bar. I'm good with that.
Well, the budget is simple. It's comics and bourbon. So
Sounds good to me. Can we go now?
I actually know people that would probably host that show.
I
You
don't
hear
know
that,
who
Kyle?
wouldn't host a show
I
where they
know
just got to
friends that
drink
have
the whole
bars
time.
and breweries and wineries that would probably.
Did you hear that, Kyle? And we could change the venue every week.
Yeah.
I'm really going for this. I like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're not joking. I'll be very disappointed to find out you were just kidding. Okay. We have to talk. We have to talk about bacon soon.
2 years ago, I did like the pilot for this, where I was at Zed's Brewery, and I picked up my comics, and I had just gotten a new iPad, and I literally flipped it around and went live on Twitter, and I was like, "It's New Comic Book Day, everybody!" And I had like thrown up the comics I got.
Comics and beer. That's just a great title for a show, don't you think?
Really anything in beer.
I agree with that.
Actually,
We call it bacon and beer.
they actually have a small service kitchen at Zed's, and if you have someone that's actually like a professional cook, they could probably convince them, let them
John.
go back there and do some sort of
Like you, John.
bacon jalapeno deep dish pizza and beer to wash it
Like
down
you,
with.
John. Okay. All right. So where do we
All right,
move on?
we got 3 minutes. Let's tease a book and we'll take our middle of the show break and come back and hit
All
it
right.
hard in the
Well,
second
we're
hour.
still in the middle of the recap here.
Are we still in the middle of the recap?
We
All right,
are.
Let's wrap it up so that we can go
All
to
right.
break.
Dark,
and then-
Dark Knight 3, Master Race #1, DF exclusive J. Lee variant, gold signature with remark Ken Hazer, gold Batman head sketch, $119.39 suggested retail, and we have it for $80 tonight.
This is
Well, again, we talk about trying to.
this is really cool. The
sketching.
Batman head sketch in and of itself is cool, but the J. Lee signature, very, very nice.
All right. And
What
then
else have we got?
Deadpool, the Mercs for Money, #1, signed and remarked by Adam Cleveland. And we have that tonight for $50. And then Despicable Deadpool, #287. Blood Red Signature Series, signed by Fabian Nicieza, remarked by Ken Hazer. And that is $83 tonight. Then we have Godzilla #1.
I really like this a lot.
I noticed that. You opened the show.
I did. I opened the show with this. This is just very cool.
Godzilla #1 Silver Signature Series, signed by Dwayne Swarinski. It's just retail $69.99, and we have it tonight for $19.54. And then we have the Miss Fury #4.
Like I said, Arthur Adams is not an artist that I would. The first thing that jumps into my head is
It's
Godzilla,
Godzilla.
and he just, man.
Miss Fury #4, high-end Billy Tan blood red cover, ultra limited edition. Suggested retail of $50, and that's where we're at tonight. And then the last one on the list is King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes, #1, CGC graded 9.8.
Why am I
Which
not
is sold
seeing
out.
Oh,
It's sold.
that's right. Never mind. That's sold. My bad. You know what? Edge of the Venom.
I was just gonna say, I'm
Yes.
looking at Edge of the Venomverse.
And we have that tonight to one for $500.
Yo, man, this is like the silver standard.
It is.
John Romita signature, Ken Hazer signature, remark.
You got everything on this one. Everything.
Edge of the
So-
John
Venomverse.
screwed up
#1.
price on this was $500.
Yes,
And we will
500.
take time payments, 50% down, 50%.
And I got to stand up for John. John didn't screw up. I screwed up. So that's on me. So
Today's a little bit of a sketchy day.
And to make it up
Yeah.
to John, I'll let him make me one of his famous burgers.
We'll
So,
blame it
Kyle,
on
should
the
we go to break?
tornado.
What's that?
We'll blame it on the tornado, either
tornado
that
burger.
or the ones that John was drinking before the show. And we will be
I
right
like a
back.
tornado burger.
There you
That's a
go.
good one.
We'll be right back after
All right.
after these messages.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
And we're back. And John's not even remotely ready.
Not even remotely ready.
Shows to watch.
I'm texting my.
Look at this one. It's wood.
John is twittering.
It's a wood watch. I think that's really cool. But yes, he's twittering. So.
No, in this case, I'm making sure my wife gets the dog to a safe location.
Yeah,
Well,
forget
we're-
about me. Forget
All
about
right,
everything else we own. Make sure the dog is in the basement.
Yeah, I know, right? So. Oh.
When we had we had a tornado situation, I guess, was it last year? Was it last year or 2 years ago that we had the
2
tornado
years ago,
here?
I think.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
We set up like a whole thing where there's like cushions and a couch for the dog or whatever. Meanwhile, we're sitting on milk crates. The dog, however, is in this nice area with like a heated blanket.
Dog's looking at you guys like, why are you sitting on
And
milk
I'm
crates?
thinking, I know the dog's like, who negotiated your deal? Because
So Dave, hopefully we're gonna have those Daredevils in a week or two, give or take.
So more likely than not 2 weeks.
More than likely, not 2 weeks. So keep your eye out, Dave. I know you're waiting for him, buddy. So what should we go to next?
I'll tell you what we're going to go to next.
Ooh, let's go
Because
to
this
the
is
reader
just
pack.
a super cool deal.
So this is the John Dynamite Readers Pack. We're renaming it.
Yeah. You know,
One per customer.
there's one per customer, and I got to tell you, I'm pretty sure I have all of these books in different versions. One of these books is a Rex email. Because I don't have it, you'll have to pull it. But there are some really cool books in here. James Bond.
So it's sort of trying to grow the Dynamite reader base in a sense. So the Dynamite, and we've done this before.
Yeah,
actually.
this is like a starter pack. This is a sampler.
Right.
No,
Excuse us for a second.
That's the alarm. That deal of the day.
it's the deal of the
It's
day.
a remark alert.
That's
We
what the
finally have a
remark
remark
That's what the
alert.
remark alert should sound like.
Okay, it's been upgraded to a tornado emergency. I feel like I need to call my daughter. I hope she actually reads these alerts and
She's
goes to
probably
the
got
basement.
like her headphones in, and she's just like, "What is that beep?"
Now you're really freaking me out, John. So I may have to break early and call my daughter.
Lone Ranger Vindicated, which is probably, it's hard for me to say because I love the Lone Ranger stories. Lone Ranger Vindicated might be the best story that Dynamite has done for the Lone Ranger.
So cover price on each one of these is $3.99.
Yeah.
John Reader's pack alert. Let's see. Also a flash flood. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area.
The tornado is bringing a ton of water from the river.
You'd think they could put it all in one alert. Like, we can read more than,
National Weather Service alert. You're effed. Have a great day. Oh, no.
Okay, so one of the fun little things I know that we can diatribe on for a second is why they can't put them in one alert.
That's what I just said. Yes, I agree.
They're not allowed. It's legally not allowed to be the same alert.
Really? I did not know that.
Because of the way they're logged by the NWS and by local weather reporting services. There's different monitoring stations in your area. One is monitoring flood levels, one is monitoring wind levels, one is monitoring a tornado. So they each issue.
Kyle, you should meet John's wife. she's into that. Kyle's schooling us on why they can't put all the alerts on. She's got the
whole deal set up on her laptop, and like every 20 minutes there's a weather change. And I mean, I don't know anybody that has like barometric pressure on their laptop.
So John almost didn't make it to the show.
I have like two emojis that are fighting with like a red lightsaber and a blue lightsaber, and she's got like the weather channel.
So John almost didn't make it to the show, but his wife was more concerned about the dog. So while she was taking care of the dog, John snuck out.
I did slip on
When I worked in radio, they sent me to meteorology school so I could learn about this kind of stuff. Because part of my job was to trigger the alerts.
So here we go. I did not know that.
If you ask my con crew, they'll say there's no more fitting place for me to meet my end than my comics.
So have we told people what we're charging for this magnificent bundle?
Yes, we can. So suggested retail at cover price is $40. Okay. And we're going to do it tonight. We did it for 10. Now we're doing it for 5. And
this is just dumb.
We want to make more clones of John. God,
I don't know about that.
God, I hope they don't all come to the office. Man.
I don't think Nick could handle that. It's bad enough that he gets.
That would be something.
He gets a text at 4 in the
morning.
morning.
It'll be like The Walking Dead. They'll be all pressed up against the glass, and we're trying to run out the bag.
I've got a $6 million man idea. No, you don't. No, you don't.
So $40.
No, it won't.
$40 a book. Cover price 10 books, a reader set, and $5. And we have 3 sets available. They will be random 10 Dynamite books, 10 Dynamite titles, of whichever ones we pick, John will have read them all. Of this, I have no doubt.
That's actually true. I don't have all the variants and stuff like that, but the stories,
Yeah, we're actually
Army of Darkness in Space. People forget about that stuff all the time.
Yeah, this is totally serious.
One of my favorites, Ash in Space. Nobody can hear you be an idiot.
There's a Dynamite double feature right now after this show. I believe that's Anamia. Thank you for mentioning that, Dave. And Ryan Alert Walker's outside. Cracking me up.
John, it's Ash in Space. No one can hear your chin.
Wait, say that again, Kyle.
The Ash in Space should have been called Ash in Space or Evil Dead in Space. No one can hear your chin, because we were already talking about Bruce Campbell's chin.
Have the publisher run some of this stuff past us, because we're coming up with better ideas than actually went to print. And
we blanked out. Was that us, Kyle?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Between your tornado and my thunderstorm, we're all dying. So.
Yeah. Yeah, this may be the last time we talk to Kyle.
I'm pretty sure Kyle will need minutes to recover. He'll be fine.
Let's see. Nick Barucci will be there, right? I don't know, Dave. Nick will read your comment in a second. He'll have to answer that one.
No, the next show will be Amy emerging safely from the vault, looking around. We'll be under buried stuff. She'll delicately step over and say,
I'm going in the safe.
Good evening.
I'm going in the safe. Figure out how to open it from the inside later.
I know, right? I'll take my chances later.
But John will be out here protecting the comics, so don't be concerned.
During the hurricane in Atlantic City several years ago, me and 5 people waited it out in a meat locker, in a like a walk-in refrigerator.
I guess that is super safe.
The casino came in. We were doing it was like what they call it, off-prem catering at a casino, and they came in and they were like, nobody should leave right now. And we looked, and we were kind of packing stuff up, and I just walked right into the walk-in and waited. Thankfully, it had a push bar that you could get out.
Right.
But we sat in there. Everybody was huddled up because it was freezing, and we sat in there for almost an hour until we heard people around outside again, because this thing is just, it's solid metal.
This has been like the 3rd tornado warning we've gotten in the last month.
The weather has, if you watch any of the Weather Channel shows, the Science Channel,
I realize Ida was
more
coming
extreme,
up. Yeah,
so.
I realized that we're looking at the remnants of Ida, and
And
places like New Orleans really got, and surrounding areas.
Yeah, I was going to say, other parts of the country have dealt with this. See, the thing is,
they got really hammered.
Jersey, we're real protected. We're a peninsula sort of between the ocean and the Delaware River.
Your lips to God's ears, I hope.
But, people in the Midwest, especially in the lower Midwest, live along Tornado Alley, hurricanes every year.
But
they're used to this.
We get tornadoes here just for fun on random Thursdays. Like, it's not a thing. Like, where I'm at, we get tornadoes all the time.
I tell you, and that's what I remember, Kyle, growing up, was that you hear about a tornado, it was somewhere in the Midwest. And I remember growing up in this area throughout my life, we never had, we had, mounds of snow.
The most we had was like a nor'easter.
Yeah.
Like I lived.
Yeah, but even growing up when
I knew the Fukushima index when I was middle school.
There was Hurricane Gloria.
Yeah, but hurricanes we expect, these kind of tornadoes and stuff.
When you live anywhere this close to the ocean, especially, for years
it's
I lived and worked
worse, I feel like.
down on Long Beach Island, you were used to nor'easters, you were used to hurricanes. You kind of kept an ear out.
Used to the tide coming in.
The tornado, the tornado thing is new for us. We're just.
Hey, ask Dave if he's going to show us some love before we get to the Daredevils.
Dave, this is from Nick. He wants to know if you're going to show him some love before we get to the Daredevils. Take that for what it's worth. I don't know what it means. I'm just a translator. So
let's show a book.
Sure.
I was going to say, I'm just waiting for you to finish your conversation so I can tell people. This is Avengers Undercover, Silver Signature Series by Dennis Hopeless. Man, I got to tell you, Avengers Undercover, this will be like my little plug for the night. Hopefully somebody buys this. If you do not buy this, you absolutely should go find the back issues if you haven't read it.
And look at this. They still deliver, even in the middle of a hurricane. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Look at that.
You too, man.
Thank you.
Nobody cares, Nick. They don't get to eat it. We don't get to eat it. Nobody cares about the pizza at this point.
I'm ordering pizza and sending Nick a bill now.
Show that they need so much food.
Well, it ends up in the fridge. I see it in the morning when I get here.
If somebody doesn't pick this up, you absolutely should go find this trade, back issues, whatever.
So
Avengers Undercover was
$30 tonight. Suggested retail is $69.99. We have the one. There were only 15 ever signed, and that's number 14 of 15.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Sorry,
sort
I
of
squeeze that in.
Silver Signature Series by the creator, the writer, Dennis Hopeless. This is just really cool. There's this sort of groove that Marvel got into with Avengers Undercover, Avengers Academy. Not that the stories are not, compelling now, but they kind of came out like one after another, and it was. I would tell anyone, grab the stuff, go down to your LCS, check the back issues, ask them, hit them up. We always recommend people go to the local comic book store, especially today, New Comic Book Day.
Yes.
However, if you see something on here, one of the things we do is we're just not showing you collectibles. We're showing you collectibles with really great stories and art. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of times with these books, I'll say to someone, you didn't pick it up, fine. It was $50, it was $80. I totally get it. For $8, you can go and pick up the back issues.
Right.
And really enjoy the read. And you absolutely should be doing that. Apparently, we're missing something.
Let's see. Shutterduck, thanks for joining us. Man, I can't read.
Free Rex's Pizza.
Not free for me, buddy. Not free for me, man. Haven't had a slice yet. I'm just we're like the conveyor belt that passes the pizza from one end to the other. That's so wrong, John. Don't you think?
I'm not an officer of this company like you are, sir.
I'm not an officer of the law or of the company. I'm just the guy they put in front of the camera because I drew the short
Red
straw.
Signature Series. This was also signed by the brother of the man who ran out of here into the tornado rather than be on the show tonight. Fabian Nicieza. This is a Blood Red Signature Series.
Risked his life.
Deadpool number 2.
All right.
Tornado safety and be on the show? Take your chances.
So
Deadpool was out.
Deadpool number 2, Blood Red Signature Series, signed by Fabian Nicieza. Suggested retail $59.99. Tonight we're going to do it for $50. And we have number 7 of 20. And also only 20 of them were ever signed.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Deadpool fan, this is very much a Marvel heavy night. All their characters, Spiderman, Deadpool,
we're blowing through these books.
Avengers, Fantastic Four. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of fortunate tonight that we had. Speaking of Spider-Man, if I hope I can reach this. Thanks.
Go for it.
We're gonna do another slab book. Yeah, we have plenty of time. We're nowhere near a break. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 49.
All right. Amazing Spider-Man number 49, The Legacy, number 850, CGC graded 9.8, suggested retail of $89.99. Tonight we're going to do it for $62 for 1962, the year Spider-Man first appeared. And we have the 1. And this one, if you claim it, it is guaranteed 9.8.
9.6.
Oh, it's 9.6, sorry. Guaranteed 9.6. We're on fire. Guaranteed 9.6.
This is the series finale of Collectibles with the Rats.
Man, this is a tornado night on so many levels. Show the back too. I love the back.
Oh, the back is so cool. Let me just kind of gently pop off the label.
And the unknown is claiming 850, so that is off the table. 9.6.
All right, well, we're not even going to worry about it then.
All right, we got you unknown, bud. So that one's gone.
Do we have another sold out sign?
I don't think we do, bro. So
we're just going to turn it around.
Yeah, just flip her around. There you go. So I think, you know what? I think we got to the end.
I think we're done. Good
night, everybody. We have one more.
Oh, Dresden
Files. Yep.
This is one of these things that was gone too soon from the Sci-Fi Channel. Thankfully, Dynamite sort of kept it with the original creator, Jim Butcher.
So Dresden Files, Warcry number 1, high-end. How do you pronounce that one?
What? Stefan Sejic?
Oh, man. Say that 10 times fast.
Stefan Sejic.
What he said, vegan art, ultra-limited cover. We're just going right to it. Suggested retail $75 tonight. This is our perfect 10 read at $10. And we have
You absolutely should pick this up. If you do not, and you have not read the Dresden Files, go to your local paperback store and get the paperbacks. Then go to your local comic book store and get the comics. Dresden Files is probably one of the most underrated properties in the genre of the last 15-ish years, I'm going to say.
Right.
Just really cool idea. You can find, I think it was 1 season, possibly 2 seasons of Dresden Files on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's probably floating around on some streaming service. I'm feeling like it'll probably be like Peacock or something, or just the Sci-Fi app. Really neat sort of modern take on magic. You know what I mean? It just very well done, and I would absolutely recommend. First of all, for $10, this is really cool pickup.
I actually just subscribed to Peacock, so
it's free.
No, not for certain stuff. It's not free.
Peacock has different levels. There's a free level, then there's like a $4.95 level, and then there's like a $10 no ad level.
Yeah. So I subscribed mainly for the Olympics. So there were certain things I wanted to watch that you couldn't get.
We had it because my wife watched some murder show. My wife loves murder. British, Australian.
Well, that's interesting,
Canadian.
isn't it?
There's a
Seems
spot
right. If I was married to you, I'd be into
Murder
murder.
Club friends plan to leave my body.
Yeah.
She loves murder.
Luckily, she's not digging the hole tonight with the weather.
Who can say?
Actually, the ground is probably soft.
I was gonna say the ground is soft. She's got the backhoe in there
good point.
now.
I had not considered that, gentlemen.
And if there is a streaming service that has murder on it, we're subscribed to it. Redbox, Eggcorn, Peacock. If people are dropping dead, they're getting my $10 a month, and that's fine. You know what I mean? The alternative is I'm Ronald, and I've got to try to ninja past my wife, and I don't have that kind of ability.
Well, I think Ronald's wife is more direct. She just buys a stun gun.
I'm
She's gonna
thinking
stun.
your wife is more like Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct, where she goes, "Why would I?"
I have no idea where he's going
Why
with
would I
this.
ever murder my husband in any way that I've seen on TV?
Right now,
Wouldn't that make it obvious that it was me?
the worst part is my wife is like a chemist. She works for like a science
You're
company.
just-
So I imagine one day people are like, "Oh, you think you'll wake up and have a bad day?" I'm like, "No, one day I won't wake up."
We'll question it. We won't do much about it, but we'll question it if you suddenly disappear.
But would anybody really miss me that much? I mean, you find
I
somebody else
miss
to do
you,
this.
John. I
I
would.
appreciate that.
Dude, you give such great advice on so many different levels.
Especially food.
Yes.
Upstairs,
Yes.
second door to the left.
Now wait. Kyle wanted to talk about bacon tonight. Kyle, you there?
Yeah.
You want to talk
I
about
hope he's
bacon?
there.
You know, right? We're just gonna go on endlessly. Show will never end. So, Kyle's question was, what doesn't bacon go with? Was that correct?
That is the question. So in the last week, I have had a great many different meals where they tried to tell me I couldn't add bacon to that thing. And my response was always, well, not with that attitude. And so is there a food that exists with which bacon does not belong?
Not in my universe. John, as soon as you send that tweet, your opinion?
No, my friend Christina is watching the show on Twitter, and I figure the quickest way to do it is this. Christina, this is how it works. Claim a book. Kyle will post a link, but you kind of have to be in the chat. I don't know if that works.
But
on
Kyle
Twitter.
had the QR code
It does
today
work
as well.
on Twitter as long as you're using the Periscope link. So,
Okay.
and then
And-
Christina, you can scan that QR code right there and fill out the form. That is incorrect, Dave.
I would agree with Kyle. That is incorrect, Dave. I definitely had peanut butter and jelly with bacon.
Oh yeah, peanut butter, bacon, bananas. Oh, you turn it into a panini.
Wow, I never thought about turning it into a panini. I don't
You
even know
just
how to
stick
make
bacon in a peanut butter and jelly jar and eat it, like whatever.
Yeah, I would be okay with that actually.
The-
But how don't you have to have a special maker to make paninis?
No, I have two, but for most people, but that's because I had them for work. No, you can use 2 cast iron pans and a weight.
You think I have 2 cast iron pans? I have 1 cast iron pan. The only reason I bought it was because I was trapped in the house with pandemic, and the one-click buy on Amazon is a dangerous thing.
Well, you could hit quantity too. What you need to do is.
Well, I never knew. I always thought to make a panini, you needed one of those specialized panini things.
No,
You need a
there's
panini
bunch of
press.
ways you can do it. I mean, in college, I was asked to leave the dorm because I was using an iron to make grilled cheese sandwiches, and they said that was unsafe.
Dave, I don't appreciate you bad-mouthing bacon. I'm going to say that right now, okay? That is not good.
Quick sneak peek on Friday's show.
Sneak peek for Friday. And if you don't like bacon, you're not allowed to claim it.
Yeah, right. If these aren't for people into soy,
They're
man.
only available to bacon lovers. Okay? Hey, I like soy. Okay, so hold up. Okay, don't lump us all together. Oh wait, Shutter Duck, bacon, and durian sounds like a bad pairing.
Oh no! Dorian, kick him out of the
Shutter
chat.
Duck may have gotten some. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
I like durian. I mean, it smells like, before if you could put up with the smell.
But for those people who are like, I want to make a panini and I only have 1 pan.
Oh, you're still on the panini thing.
Well, I feel that because people are like, how can I do this? Because I'm like Rex.
I don't care that much.
I didn't think to buy 2 pans. You need something. You need the pan, sandwich, both sides, mayonnaise, not butter. And then you have to find something metal and a weight on top of it to press it down. So you could use like a heavy can of vegetables or something. There's a bunch of ways to do
Brick
this. You can
wrapped
use a
in
brick.
tinfoil.
Say what?
A brick wrapped in tinfoil.
Something about tinfoil.
A
Kyle,
brick.
Yeah,
you
you
using
could
that
wrap a
new
brick
mic
in
again?
tinfoil. We might have the volume real low here.
No, I have it up at 100%.
Okay.
So
I'm in the middle of a medication thing, so I'm not paying total attention. But you've
that's
totally
okay.
done it with a brick wrapped in tinfoil.
So, and if you see it, that the QR code right here, all right, and you can just go ahead and
that's for the
take a
submission
picture.
form,
Yep,
right?
take a picture and you get the submission form that way. Or you could just, go to the link
Claim a
that Kyle.
book.
Yeah, go to the link that Kyle provides, and you can do it that way too. So, but no, I mean the cast iron pan was. I was drinking and it was late.
I'll tell you right now,
and
cast iron pan is super useful. You season it properly.
I actually studied it. Yeah, I was obsessive when I first got it about doing the seasoning, and I did a lot of pre-seasoning, just baking it in the oven. After I oiled it, the problem is that and I bought a whole set of ceramic nonstick. But the problem is that when you're done with the cast iron, you got to clean it almost immediately.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend not cleaning it.
Yeah.
And there's a certain way to clean it too. Like I see people, and they'll throw a cast iron pan in the dishwasher.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like,
Yeah, I read that's a big
no.
no.
Trash.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Although you can recover it, it's like it'll last forever, even when it's like rust.
I've actually rescued a few cast iron pans that I found at flea markets.
Yeah.
And there's a thing, you have to kind of steel wool and this and that.
Yeah.
It's a process. And eventually you can rescue. I tell people when they're like, oh, cast iron is so expensive. It is. It is. Cast iron is not cheap.
I actually wasn't that bad.
It's worth it, but if it's beyond your means, go to a flea market, go to a garage sale, and you will find a million grandmothers selling cast iron pans for $10 a piece. But you're going to have to clean them.
What I do like using it for is obviously steak, because you can sear it and then it goes direct in the oven. And the thing is still hot, and And
I mean that's sort of like you can watch almost any video now, and you preheat the pan and you get now. Some people use butter. I prefer bacon fat.
Another use for bacon.
Is this another way of murder that your wife watches?
A little bit. It's Nero Wolfe, man. It's Nero Wolfe. For people who get the reference, Nero Wolfe is a chef that solves murders. Do we have any more books, or are we done?
We actually have covered every single book, believe it or not.
Okay.
So we'll do a slow recap.
Yeah, we'll do a
break.
slow recap. We'll also, if people are looking for something,
Let us know.
Email Rex, and he'll sort of, work his mojo and see if we can get it into future shows. Not that there'll be future shows, but if
for anyone that's tuning in, the show is actually about comics. It is, Dave, except if we go with Kyle's new proposed show, which is beer and comics. Then it'll be a little mixture, okay, and maybe cooking and comics, okay?
Comics Kitchen.
Comics Kitchen. I like that title. That is a good one.
One of my friends is the co-star of a show on Amazon called Comedy Kitchen. And what they do is a professional chef teaches a comic to cook, and a comedian teaches stand-up to a chef.
So that everybody knows. I mean, when John isn't collecting watches and reading Dynamite comics, okay, the man was actually a professional chef and a restaurateur, if you will. I love using that word. So that's why we talk about food a lot. We live in the same town, John and I.
Yeah, I think we live 10 minutes apart. Probably.
Yeah, so he's actually given me a lot of recommendations of places that I've either only been to once or haven't been to in a while, or have never been to at all. And I've passed by, you drive by places, and you never know.
Well, on other podcasts I've done, food podcasts, I've always said this, and this goes for our audience here too. You're in a city. I've traveled a lot. I've worked in a lot of cities over the years. I've been to a lot of cons. If you're looking for a restaurant rec somewhere, just find me on social media. Find me on Twitter, and I'll be happy to tell you where I've eaten before. Probably the place I recommend the most, and I have not had one person come back and tell me they did not have a good experience, and that's Lou and Mickey's in San Diego, across from the convention center. Their level of food and booze is Rat Pack level. It's not cheap. I'll tell you right now, it's not cheap, but it's about the best restaurant I've been to in San Diego. San Diego has many great restaurants run by people from Top Chef, Hell's Kitchen.
Right.
But Lou and Mickey's is sort of like a little bit of stepping back into time.
The place not to miss.
Yeah, like I said, it depends, especially if you're going to a con and you're like, I'll go now and pay for it later. Well, in that case, you might as well, don't grab the $3 breakfast burrito. Go the whole hog. If you're gonna do the time, you might as well do the crime.
The 7-Eleven microwave burrito. So, look, it's 7:30. So, Kyle, I guess we should go to break.
All right, we'll be right back after this. Once I click the button.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
All right, so we're back. Hey.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're just getting more efficient or we're babbling less. We're getting through the same number.
We babbled quite a bit tonight. Plus, we had a tornado. Plus, we had books that we didn't know the prices of. We've actually had less books.
Well, they were actually books that were supposed to be on next Monday.
There'll be no Monday for us. One thing we are going to talk about really quickly.
Wow, way to be optimistic.
We talked about that, right? We talked about this in the beginning of the show. We'll talk about it again real quick. It's New Comic Book Day. Favorite day of the week, I would imagine, for most comic book collectors. We had 2 books dropped this week. One is Vengeance of Vampirella.
And John's going to go through these books. But Dave, if you are interested in the vegan covers, we do have those available for $50 each. So let us know.
There's a whole really cool video you guys can find where Nick talks about each artist and what I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of these names. I don't have Nick's gift with.
So some of these, I think Dave said they were sold out as LCS.
I've had a few people tell me today, because I've been talking about Red Sonja since Monday on social media, especially Red Sonja #1 by Mirka Andolfo, and this has been sold out at several local comic book stores. I know there's one down in Delaware where it's sold out, and there's one here in Jersey, in the, I think, Bayville area on Route 9 that they're sold out.
Bayville, not close to here.
Yeah.
This is my favorite cover. We had a bunch of different covers for this, though.
So, and we do have the vegan Perillo. Let me ask Nick. Hold on, Dave. Nick.
Yeah.
Dave wants to know, we've got the vegan Perillos?
Yeah.
Yes, we do, Dave.
Both of them.
Confirmed. Both of them. So $50 if you want them. Just let us know.
And I need the vegan Linsner because I feel like I should probably have one.
Did you email me? No, you did not. If you don't email me.
He's another poor creator I've found on Twitter, and I know he's thinking, you know what? I make money with Dynamite, but it can't possibly be worth it. Nick is going to start getting higher quotes from creators.
Yeah, we can't put up with that John guy. How did you find me anyway?
How did you find me?
Cool, Dave. Yep, you got my email, buddy. Go ahead and email me, bro.
A very cool conversation. There's a good way. We have a couple extra minutes, so I'll throw this out there. I encourage everyone to go find creators on social media so that you can interact with them.
Man, they're really hating you now.
Do it. Just do it in a cool way. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Don't ask them for free stuff. Don't ask them for merch. I mean, there's a mechanism for that. I mean, I see Facebook really.
You come to the publisher, all right, and that's where you ask for the free stuff.
Just go right to the front door and knock. Eventually, they let you in.
Press up against the glass like a zombie.
No, the truth is, if I really wanted to get in here to get stuff, I would just show up with a pizza at like 7 o'clock and look at Nick and go. And when he opens the door, oh, by the way,
and if you need,
I don't have any Alex Ross stuff.
And if you needed to up your game, you could say it was homemade. Yeah, so somehow I have a funny feeling that John's got a brick oven in his house.
Here
it comes. Here it comes.
I did a project a few years ago with a buddy, and we put a cinder block pizza oven in his yard next to his pool. And I got to tell you, it wasn't perfect, but it worked pretty well. We pulled out some really nice pan pizzas from that oven.
See?
I don't know if his neighbors appreciated hours of fire and smoke and stuff like that.
Who cares about the neighbors?
We
give them a slice of pizza. They'll be all right.
We made, I think, 8 deep dish pizzas from the amount of dough I made. I sort of didn't think about the recipe. All my recipes and measurements are from when I was catering, or they're huge amounts. Like I don't make.
Oh, right.
I don't make a pot of chili. I make like 5 gallons of chili for like a competition. So we just had a lot of pizza.
I would be very interested to hear your chili recipe, because chili is something I make in the winter and I actually enjoy making it. But I'd be.
You go to my website. It's $49.95. There's no website. No, there's nothing like that.
Oh yeah, got some Green Hornets to trade.
Meanwhile, Nick is thinking, I didn't get chili. Animal losing books. Wait a minute.
I don't even know if he likes chili. Okay.
I generally make a steak chili. I'm not a ground beef chili person. The steak chili.
So what do you do with the steak? You just. I mean, that's a lot of extra work.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of extra work. It also allows you to pick up a really nice $2,500 first prize at the Western Jersey Chili Competition in 2015.
All right, so if you substitute it with ground beef, let's say. No, but I'm interested. You know what? I've never found a really good recipe for Texas chili without the tomato base.
Texas chili is one of its things sort of on, like Texas chili is its own almost like subgenre, to use a term from comics. Texas chili is sort of its own deal. You get into the beans or no beans. You get into people are doing ground turkey. I saw salmon chili. I love salmon. I don't know if chili is the move for salmon.
Yeah, I would have to agree
if
with
anybody
that.
out there enjoys it, God bless.
I like salmon, but salmon's not bacon.
Here, Dave, we'll make it easy for you.
What's that?
Dave is complaining that we're talking about food, and he says, "Oh, geez, I'm switching the channel in 3, 2, 1." And I'm going, "Oh, geez, I'm putting Dave in timeout in 3, 2, 1."
I just want to know. I think Dave might be vegan.
He might.
That's why he gets offended by our food talk.
Did you buy the book?
He's going to email me. He says.
He comes out of timeout. With
Dave got put in timeout. Okay, was blocked for 5 minutes.
He brought it on himself.
But we'll talk about the Texas chili recipe because
Where
there
are
was
the 2 books we pulled today that we said we weren't doing?
Well, that's what I said. We
over
have
there.
a little bit extra time. Do we have something of yours
over
we can
there?
sell?
I have to look, Nick.
Jesus, so unprofessional.
Sorry, man. But we may have some previews for original art that will be coming up this Friday with Nick and John. Will you be there? Or
Probably not.
no, John.
What?
It's not like working with
I can't
me.
deal with this unprofessionalism.
It's not like working with me, man. Nothing you can do about that. So, but also when you make your claim, I love doing this. You can just take a picture of the QR code.
Yeah, right. The
and
QR code. This is a mission
I
form.
finally got it down. Yeah, I know
We
which
made it a
direction.
lot easier.
Opposite direction. So
No, this
vegan.
is 2 things. This is
Is
Labor Day
that
weekend.
true, Dave? Sheldon would like to see the art preview, Nick.
Hot
So-
off the press.
Oh, hot off the press. We
Oh,
got
wait a
something
minute.
here. Hold up.
Crisis number 8 facsimile edition. CGC graded 9.4,
Whoa.
signed by George Perez.
And it has the yellow signature tag. Look at that. Flash that one.
Flash that flash.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Considering it's my birthday in 3 days, maybe I'll just take this and save Nick the trouble of shopping.
Oh yeah, he was getting right on that.
Yeah, he was getting right on
All
that.
morning he was emailing me. What do you think we should get John for his birthday? Boy, I'll tell you, first 5 emails from Nick were about that.
Oh,
and
my
if you believe
goodness.
that, I've got some
But that's why I
beachfront
want.
property to sell you in the Middle East, my friend. Are we selling this, Nick?
We are.
Okay. What are we selling
Do
it
we have a
for?
price for
Do
it?
we have a price?
You mean
He'll
we're-
come up with one by Friday.
He's coming up with the price now. So Sheldon wants to see preview of original art for Friday.
Maybe he has it.
So we're gonna flash the original art for you, Sheldon. But Nick
Somebody
is
showed it already.
doing the quick math to try to figure out what we're gonna sell this for. So 1 plus 1 equals 2, Nick. So
Yikes.
there you go. I help.
I
I help.
do that a few times. You're confusing me.
I'm guessing that's going to be about $650.
So
No.
No.
and now we've turned into the Price is Right. Okay.
Or
$1, Bob.
Oh, we need the wheel.
We should get a
Order
wheel.
a giant wheel from Alibaba, and what does this cost?
Spin the wheel. I love the wheel.
I actually have Drew Carey glasses somewhere at home.
You know,
I've gone
I
to-
stopped watching the show.
I've gone to a
when-
couple
Yeah,
costume
John
parties.
But you don't have Drew Carey hair or beard.
Or is $75 on eBay right now, unsigned. Since we love our customers, this is signed, and we are only going to offer one of them. We'll do it for $100 even.
Wow.
$100 even. It is a CGC 9.4.
0.4 signed by George Perez.
So not only is the condition authenticated by CGC, the signature is as well.
Plus dynamic forces.
And plus dynamic forces. So we have this one tonight, just an add-on special, if you will, for $100. So if anybody's interested, here it
Is
is.
Nick really partnering with a comic that has a flash on it?
And
I'm almost wondering if this is a work.
if nobody claims it tonight, maybe it'll show up on a future show. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Well, George Perez is another one of these creators that, Hall of Fame career, decades of just, world-class work. Someone else who I don't know how often you'll see them at cons anymore, especially a lot of the older creators have serious health concerns regarding, cons and vaccine status and, there's a lot of more moving parts.
Well,
not that going to a con was easy to begin with.
yeah, well, that's what I was going to bring up, is that, for the older creators, going to a con, the travel involved, all of that stuff, now you had an added complication of the, the pandemic and everything else.
Yeah.
So, all right, Sheldon, here it comes. We're going to preview the art for you, buddy. All right, so what do we got? Do
Thank
we know
you,
what we
Amy.
have?
Yep.
All right. So here we go. We have, let's see, this looks like, this is cover. Let's see, comic book arts, a cover piece of original art. Let's see, from 2001.
Very timely if you watched
Starlin
What If
Lights Nova.
today.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
That's What If today is
Wanna
Doctor
flash that
Strange.
real quick. Sure. Just flash that a little bit closer. So that will be available this Friday night on the original art show with Nick and who knows who, because John is probably going to go off down to the shore.
It's Labor Day weekend. So.
And again, if you're not from New Jersey, down to the shore is going to the beach. And even if you're traveling south up, traveling in the northerly direction, we still say going down to the shore. I don't know why that is. And if you're watching in North Jersey, it's not Taylor ham, it's a pork roll. Glad I got that off my chest.
I kind of like how Jim Starlin thinks Doctor Strange cops Wolverine's hairstyle.
So
That's a very cool take on the character.
So what is this, guys? You just handed me a piece of art with no identifiers. I mean, I see it's Magneto. I know that. But what's it from?
What's the question?
What is it?
It's a Bob Larkin painting to a trading card and a trade paperback.
All right. Thank you, Nick. So these two pieces will be available for somebody to claim for the original art show.
Throwing it out there. Go raid your piggy bank. This is Starlin. I'm just saying.
On Friday night from 7 to 8 on The Experience. Hey, Amy, could you grab these? So I guess
she's busy.
I guess we'll go to the preview, huh? Or the preview. We'll go to the recap.
You think they want to hear about these again?
Yes. I do. Because we're engaging and entertaining.
Oh, boy. We're over 2.
Hey. You're not a team player sometimes, John.
A couple
Hey,
things.
and where's my dead sled coffee?
Probably in the mail. I forwarded the address.
What am I, the mortgage company?
It should be showing. It should be showing up here.
Oh no! Should have had it sent to you.
It's tied up in your car warranty call. Did you not take that call?
My car's already under 4 warranties. I keep buying them.
I keep buying them.
I think I warranted your car last time.
Real quick, seeing as how we have the time, a couple of things we want to talk about. We talk about this a lot. We want to thank everyone for joining us.
Yes.
The off-topicality of the show is hopefully part of its charm.
It's a little Wayne's World-ish.
Hopefully, Dave has learned his lesson, and we'll
put in the chat room timeout.
Put in the chat room timeout.
The chat corner.
We appreciate everybody joining us. We would ask that if you're having a good time, we're certainly having a good time. Nick sets this up so that it's easier for you guys to get cool stuff into your hands sent to you. I mean, let's be honest.
From Jim Starlin's private collection.
Oh, here we go. A couple more. So all of this will be now. Is this all going to be available on Friday, Nick? Or?
No, that's today.
Oh, this is today.
Oh wow!
Never mind. All right.
Who cares about your recap?
So because we went through everything real quick.
Give me a recap.
We may not have time for a recap. So basically, Nick has pulled out 2 more. Okay. So what do we got? We have Warlock number 179, and we have Warlock 178, and each one of them signed by Jim Starlin, and they come with a certificate of authenticity from the artist's choice, Spencer Beck, who has joined our show, and it's somebody I've known for longer than I like to admit. When we were both at Spencer Beck, I knew him in my 20s, and he was 20, and he still has a lot of hair, and I don't. I'm a little resentful of that. But who one of the foremost premier agents for creators. And
so you're telling me the Vance Dreadstar guy did another book?
Maybe.
So
we have now. These are from. These are actually file copies from.
I was going to say these are Jim Starlin's personal copies, right?
These were his personal copies, his comps, and he has signed each one of them. What are we going to do it for tonight, Nick?
178 and 179 of Strange Tales.
I think they're $250 each, but we're looking it up now.
Okay, so we'll have a price in a second if you are interested. So keep in mind, it's not only signed by Jim Starlin, but
These are his copies.
these are his copies. So number 178 and 179, these were his copies for being the creator. And he is signed both copies and comes with a certificate of authenticity. So, you know, this is, this truly is, say again?
$250.
So they are $250 each. And
this is like a great last minute opportunity to pick
Now,
something up.
179 is the first Pip the Troll.
So 179 was what again, Nick?
First Pip the Troll.
First appearance of Pip the Troll. And, you know, so again, keep in mind the one-of-a-kind nature of this. So not only has it been signed by Jim Starlin, not only are you getting a vintage book, excuse me, you must have had some of that chili.
Jim kept 3 or 4 copies of all the books he worked on, and we were able to bring these 2 tonight.
So Nick says that Jim kept 2 or 3 copies of every book that he's ever worked on. And I guess he's slowly letting, you know, pieces out. So we have these tonight. These were not going to be on the show. So because we ran through everything so quickly and we sold a lot of stuff, thank you again, especially to the unknown. Nick decided to bring these out. So we have 2 copies, 178, 179, signed by Jim Starlin, his personal file copies. So the comps that he received after working on the books. So, you know, truly one of a kind. So I guess in sports collectibles, you call it game used almost.
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to be here till next Wednesday. We were saving them for next Wednesday.
And Dave mentions they're extra special because his signature has changed since his accent. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's actually a great
That's a very
point.
good point, Dave. And they weren't supposed to be here until when?
Next week, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. So we actually got a little bit lucky. The delivery came first, and Nick didn't open the package, so they're in excellent condition.
And he didn't slice them up like he's done some art.
Yeah, I know, right?
You
better be careful. He starts connecting with your wife. He'll be the actual murderer.
No, I'm afraid he's going to open the coffee and you'll just get like a box of loose coffee. You won't be able to tell which roast is which.
That won't be good.
No.
That would be bad. But that's all right. That's okay. The guys here, they open the packages.
Kyle has gotten the Kiss roast, and I'll tell you right now, that Kiss roast is they're all good, but I tend to like dark coffee.
So Kyle's gotten coffee before me?
Well, I think Kyle just went to the website.
Oh, that's right. You said that. That's right.
Was a Dead Sled customer. If I had known at the time he gotten it, I would have, had them throw some extra stuff in there and stuff like that.
So, should
like
we do
everything
a quick
else,
recap, though,
Dead Sled is, is backlogged a little bit. The coffee roaster, the facilities, the shipping. Everybody's sort of apologizing. Everybody means well, but
if I remember well, 178 was the first Church of the Matriarch or something, and was also the first appearance of Magus. So,
good character.
What did Ryan write here? Are you able to pass a message about my stray dogs to the artist? I was just curious if he could at least do one of my sketches as a Hellraiser pinhead homage. The other 2 can be whatever he wants. Don't know, Ryan.
Which artist?
He didn't mention the name of an artist. Pass a message about. So don't know which artist you're talking about, Ryan. So
is he talking about like a commission?
I don't know. And somehow his dogs are involved, and I'm having a hard time reading because it's just at that bad zone.
No.
Where, my progressive bifocals. Yes, I wear bifocals. Well, that's what they call it.
Actually, I had a commission done of my dog about 7 or 8 years ago by Martin Dunn. He's worked on Spiderman. He worked on Spectro, which is a very cool book, a web comic, which eventually went to print.
Right.
And about 10 years ago, when my dog had to be put to sleep, I wanted to do something kind of neat. So I sent him a picture, and he did a very cool sketch. So there's a lot of people that sort of like to honor their pets and stuff like that. That's not.
Oh, Ken Hazer. Gotcha, Ryan. Okay. We can always ask for you.
Well, I would assume Ken Hazer's next sketch on his board will be the Green Hornet and Kato.
So you got to get in line behind John.
And then after that, I'm sure Ken is available for commissions.
So we got Adam Skinner who just joined us. Thanks for joining us, Adam. You know what? Let's do a quick recap.
Yeah, Adam, this is gonna be real fast. Unfortunately, you're kind of joining us in like the last 5 minutes of the show.
But we appreciate it anyway.
No, we love it. What we're
All
gonna
right,
do
so we're actually gonna go quick. So Amazing Spider-Man number 545, signed by Randy Everlin, remarked with a Spidey head sketch.
You were not gonna go real fast.
Uh-oh.
I can't. Did we sell it?
No, I don't think so. Door?
Okay, here it is. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't remove books in the middle of a show. All right, so Amazing Spider-Man, One More Day, Part 44, signed by Randy Everlin, remarked with a Spidey head sketch. We have this tonight for $62, and we have the one number 300 in the edition. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 545, the variant signed by Joe Quesada. And we have two of those, number 39 and number 38 out of 65. Suggested retail of $19.62, and we have this for $100. Again, Joe Quesada, a big time signature. And then another big time signature, Amazing Spider-Man number 546. Brand new day signed by John Romita Sr., and we have that for $499.99. There were only 3 that were ever signed by John Romita Sr. Then we have Fantastic Four number 30. Let's see.
Is this the last one left we had? From the Silver Age?
This is the last one.
The Silver Mine?
At $100. And Adam, yes, I did. We got a little crazy, but I will email you tomorrow morning about that. So Fantastic Four number 30, presumed grade of 4.5. We have that for $100. And then we have Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 8, Silver Signature Series by Jerry Conway. We have one, and we have that tonight at $50. Then we have Avengers Undercover number 1. This is the one you like.
I really like this. I like the story.
Silver Signature Series signed by Dennis Hopeless. We have that tonight for $30. Then we have...
And this is one of these books that I recommend very much. If you don't pick this up, fine and well, go to your local comic book shop and find the back issues of this thing, because, man, is it a great read.
So Batman Superman number 1, signed by Jay Lee and remarked by Ken Hazer. We have 3 available, 1 Batman, 1 Superman, and 1 Batman Superman combined. And those are $80 each. And then we have Batman number 1, Silver Signature Series, signed by James Tynion IV and remarked by Ken Hazer with a golden Batwoman head sketch. There you go. And we have that tonight for $80. And there were only 5 that were signed and remarked with the Batwoman head sketch. Then we have Dark Knight number 3, the Master Race number 1, DF exclusive Jay Lee variant with gold signature series signed by Jay and remarked by Ken Hazer and signed by Ken Hazer with a golden Batman head sketch.
The way he positioned that head sketch is really cool.
And Deadpool number 2, Blood Red signature series signed by Fabian Nicieza. And we have that tonight for $50. And then we have Deadpool, the Mercs for Money, signed and remarked by Adam Cleveland. And we have that for $50 tonight. And then we have Despicable Deadpool, number 287, Blood Red signature, also signed by Fabian Nicieza and remarked and signed by Ken Hazer. And we have that for $83 this evening. And then we have Godzilla, number 1.
This is the other book I really, really liked.
Silver signature, signed by Dwayne Sawinski. We have this for $19.54 for the year of the first Godzilla film.
This is a nice pickup at that price.
And then we have the Dresden Files, Warcry number 1, with vegan art, ultra limited cover. All right, this is our perfect 10 read at $10 tonight, and we have 4. Then we have Miss Fury number 4, high-end Billy Tan Blood Red, ultra limited cover for $50. And then we have the Dynamite Readers 10-book set, $40 retail at cover price, and we have all 10 books for $5 tonight.
And that's really a great way. People have heard me talk about Dynamite almost ad nauseum. It is a great way. It is $5 for 10 comics.
And we have the Edge of Venomverse for $500 tonight.
Oh man, this
Wrap
is
it up till Friday.
And I think we are at the time limit.
We're done.
We are at 8. So be sure to join Nick on Friday, 7 to 8 Eastern time for the original art show. So you'll see the 2 pieces we previewed and a whole lot more. So thanks, guys.
Thanks for
as
joining
always.
us, everybody. Have a
And
great
Adam,
day.
I'll send you an email in the morning, buddy.